Jasmine, this is good sprinting through, and we're just looking for a little bit less twist here, especially coming off of that 5-step. You should be able to stay very square. There's nothing to reach for. You don't need to get this hip rotated around. This way you can just stay square, come down, and go. See how you kind of have to come off the twist and then get back into linear sprinting. Feet are right under you. Notice it's a little bit distant, but notice that the feet are right under you on these strides, and that's how we want the 3 steps to look. That looks like a pretty good trail leg. Not as bad a twist. Definitely not as bad. You get a little bit there, but seems like it's pretty minimal. This, you can see a little bit that foot is up, the toe is up, so that probably gets a little bit flat there. That's a reach. That's on the first 3-step after all the momentum that you've gained up here in the, sorry about that, up here in the 5s. But you're on the ball of the foot there on the takeoff. We're going to look how much twist, how far across the midline does that come. That's quite a bit. We don't want that right arm coming across the midline. That's just an indicator, but it's a pretty good indicator. And you can see that you get a bit of extension on the trail leg shin coming down to the ground. That reaches out a little bit because you can see the bottom of the foot just barely right there. So that might be a slightly flattish landing. A little bit long there, and then a quick step down to the takeoff. You can see that that one's close. A little too much twist again. And then overreaching to a heel contact here. This is one of your earlier ones, by the way. So you made these corrections, but this is not, these are not far apart. These are under 8 meters apart. Normal distance is 8.5, and you're still reaching the middle stride, even with that 5-step momentum back at the start. So there's really no way you should need to reach on any steps in between these. And you end up cutting that last one being very, very close. A little long, a little flat here. Ball of the foot, but you're actually losing some distance. A little bit too twisty, a little bit too much reach here. Contact, you're trying to keep the chest down, and I like that, but you're reaching the foot a little bit. You got to try to get a little bit more backward angle on that shin. That's a little less of a foot prep coming into this. It's still a little bit flat there. That's on the ball of the foot. It helps that you can cut that takeoff. This is a good angle on the trail leg. That's a good body position. I think you're going to leave that chest down. You do. That's not bad. If we could just, again, this is just dead vertical. This is great. This is dead vertical. If we could get just a tiny bit more angle, and that's going to come from not letting that shin out here. Okay, just leaving it here and bringing it down, not allowing that reach. There's nothing to reach for. Again, now we're down to 7.8 meters on these last few hurdles. Super, super close. And there's a big reach here. So you see or you feel like you are far away, hitting a heel contact. That's a braking force. That's another kind of heel contact right there. So you end up reaching on these last few hurdles, and that really should not be happening. You should be gaining on them.